Today let us take up IPC 1860. In this we are going to discuss about offences relating to marriage. In this topic there are three subtopics, that is bigamy, rape and adultery. So we are going to see about the bigamy, which is spelled out in section 494 and 495. In these two sections we are going to see about the bigamy and the punishment for the bigamy. So first we will see what is bigamy. Bi means two, gamy means marriage. That is when the woman or man during the lifetime marries again, then it is called bigamy. So it is punishable. And we will see the definition of bigamy. Bigamy is defined as under section 494, whoever having a husband or wife marries again in their lifetime, or in any case in which such marriage is considered, such marriage is void and it is punishable, and it is non-cognizable offence and bailable offence, non-cognizable offence, and usually the punishment is for a time not exceeding 7 years, or fine, or both. So whenever during the lifetime, when a man or a woman marries again, then the marriage is said to be void and punishable. So, but certain remarriages are again marrying the man marrying a woman for the second time is coming under the exception and not punishable under the following conditions. One is marriage has been declared void. The first marriage has been declared void through a court, then or by a court, then it is coming under exception. It is not, the second marriage is not punishable because the court ordered itself the second marriage, considering the first as null and void. Second, continuously absent from any communication for 7 years. Usually when a person is continuously absent from the scene, then naturally he is considered as a dead person in law, and he is not heard and nobody is heard about him and no communication has been received from him, then it is coming under the exception. So when the wife is not hearing where the husband is for 7 years, then she can go for second marriage, like that. When the woman is not heard where the husband is for 7 years, vice versa, for a period of that is for a period of 7 years. But in the case of bigamy, is not considered as a punishable offence before 1955. That is the Hindu Marriage Act 1955. Before the Hindu marriage enacted during 1955, it is not punishable. So during that time, the merchants, very big landlords and kings had a second marriage or even more. That is not considered as punishable. And after enacting this Hindu Marriage Act 1955, the bigamy was considered as punishable offence. Then court ruling on bigamy, we will see a case study. The famous case study is Sarala Mughal versus Union of India during 1995. The All India Report 1531 Supreme Court. The verdict was given on 10/5/1995. So what the case is, what the details of the case, to nullify the first marriage, actually he is a Hindu, to nullify the first marriage, he embraced Islam or he converted to the Muslim, to the religion of Muslim. So the practicing of practicing of solemnizing the second marriage by conversion to Islam with first marriage not being dissolved. So the first marriage has not been dissolved, but he converted to the Islam from Hindu to so that he cannot be punished, because the Muslim community, the bigamy is allowed in Muslim. That's why he embraced that. But to circumvent the provision of Hindu law and to escape from penal consequences, this conversion of Muslim was made, but the law did not permit, and then it was considered as a punishable offense. So that was the ruling by the Supreme Court. Then now we will see to prove bigamy, what are the things to be done. First, whether the marriage has been done or not. For that, the second marriage has to be proved. So if to prove the second marriage, some evidence is required. So the second marriage has to be proved to prove bigamy. Then the second marriage ceremonies must be proved. What are the ceremonies? That is seeing of Arundhati star as Varasindu, and then the rounding of Agni. These things were considered as the ceremonies of Hindu. Those things are to be proved. That is, the second marriage ceremonies must be proved. These things have been conducted during second marriage. And now we'll see, even if the bigamy is done by a person, and the children have also born out of wedlock, that is by bigamy, then the bigamy is considered as a punishable offense, but the children born is not is their legitimate, is considered as legitimate, and they are eligible for all status which the legitimate children has born. So he is not considered as illegitimate children. So the children born from bigamous relationship shall be perfectly held valid. So that is valid for all purpose of partition, for all purpose of that is succession. Then now we'll see the section 495, that is concealment of first marriage from the person to whom she is going to marry or he is going to marry, to whom subsequent marriage is contracted. That is, so for the, if at all, if the second marriage is going to happen, the first marriage is that is hidden or concealed. So that is also punishable according to section 495, and this is punishable for a term not exceeding 10 years or fine or with both. So this is with regard to the bigamy. தமிழிலே பைகேமி என்றால் இரண்டு திருமணங்கள், திருமணம் இந்து சட்டப்படி ஒரு திருமணமே செல்லும். ஆனால் பைகேமி என்பதை பற்றி பார்க்கிறோம். இதில் செக்ஷன் 494 495 ஆஃப் ஐபிசி இந்த பைகேமி பற்றி சொல்கிறது. இந்த இரண்டு திருமணங்கள் பற்றி சொல்கிறது. யார் ஒருவர் ஆணோ பெண்ணோ அவர்கள் இரண்டாவது தடையாக கல்யாணம் செய்து கொண்டால், திருமணம் செய்து கொண்டால் அது செல்லாது என்று இந்து திருமண சட்டப்படி அறிவிக்கப்படுகிறது. ஸோ இது நான் காக்னிசபிள் அஃபென்ஸ்லேயே வருகிறது, பெயிலபிள் அஃபென்ஸ்லேயே வருகிறது. இதற்கு தண்டனையாக 7 வருட தண்டனையோ அல்லது அபராதமோ அல்லது இரண்டும் சேர்ந்தோ விதிக்கப்படும். இது ஒரு கேஸ் ஸ்டடி. சரளா முகல் வர்சஸ் யூனியன் ஆஃப் இந்தியா. இந்த வழக்கை பொறுத்தவரை இந்து திருமணப்படி பைகமி செல்லாது, ஆனால் முஸ்லீம் திருமணப்படி பைகமி செல்லும் என்பதால் இந்த ஹிந்துவானவர் முஸ்லீமாக மதம் மாறி ஃபஸ்ட்டு திருமணத்தை நல்லிஃபை செய்ய வேண்டும் என்று விரும்புகிறார். ஆனால் சுப்ரீம் கோர்ட்டு அது செல்லாது என்று அறிவிக்கிறது. அடுத்ததாக பைகேமி நடந்தது என்பதை ப்ரூவ் செய்வதற்கு ஆதாரங்கள் என்ன சமர்ப்பிக்கப்பட வேண்டால், இரண்டாவது கல்யாணம் நடந்தது என்று, அந்த செரிமனிஸ் நடந்தது என்று நிரூபிக்கப்பட வேண்டும். அண்ட் அதற்கான என்ன தடயங்கள் எல்லாம் சேகரித்து கொடுக்கப்பட வேண்டும். அடுத்ததாக சில்ட்ரனுடைய நிலைமை என்ன? இரண்டாம் பைகேமி மூலமாக பிறந்த குழந்தைகள் சட்டப்படி செல்லுமா என்றால் செல்லும். அவர்களுக்கு அனைத்து விதமான உரிமையும் உண்டு. சொத்தில் அனைத்து விதமான சக்சஷன், இந்து செக்ஷன் ஆக்ட் படி அவர்கள் லெஜிட்டிமேட் சில்ட்ரனாக கருதப்படுவார்கள். அடுத்ததாக செக்ஷன் 495 என்பது, அதாவது இரண்டாவது கல்யாணம் செய்பவரிடத்தில் முதல் கல்யாணத்தை பற்றிய எந்த தகவலும் தெரிவிக்கப்படவில்லை என்றால் அது சட்டப்படி குற்றமாகும். அதற்கு 10 வருட தண்டனை விதிக்கப்படுகிறது. 10 வருட தண்டனையோ அல்லது அபராதமோ அல்லது இரண்டும் சேர்ந்தோ விதிக்கப்படும். So with this we conclude the topic bigamy.